What's going on, Panda Army? Welcome back to another Roblox video. So today, this isn't going to be much of a Roblox video. There's going to be Roblox gameplay. Other than that, yeah. I wanted to talk about something that's going around and help you guys understand it better. So if you guys didn't know, there's this new thing going around. It's not new, but there's this challenge called the Blue Whale Challenge going around. And what it is there's this guy who basically says, his name is Jonathan Galindo. He messages you and says, hey, do you want to play a game? And if you say yes, he says, great, I have your IP. There's no turning back. So obviously, whenever he says that, no, he doesn't. And then he's like, no, and then out of instinct, you'd probably be like, no. And then he's gonna send you a link to something. If you click on that link, it's more than likely a phishing link, and he will probably get your IP from that. So if you don't click on any link, he'll still threaten you a lot. But out of instinct, if something is happening like that, you would be like, no, please don't do that. So he would probably say something like, oh, play the game then. And he sends you, and you say, okay, fine. And then he sends you a link, and it says, just to make sure you're human. If you click on that link, it's going to take you to something. It might actually take you to something that'll verify if you're human, but at the same time, they did something with the link, and now they could potentially have your IP address. So do not click on any links from this Jonathan Galindo guy. And if you do, you can be at potential danger. As I said. Jonathan Galindo, even if he does get your IP address, it doesn't usually. He can only get, the state that you live in. He can possibly narrow it down to the city. But when he gets your IP address, it's only in the area that you live in. It's not your exact address. So even if he does have your IP address, he only knows that the area that you live in. So what I would recommend doing is, if you want to be more safe on the internet, even if you are stupid enough to click on a link from this dude that you don't know, then I would recommend getting a VPN. If y'all guys don't know what a VPN is something where you can change your IP address. So let's say I live in America. If I had a VPN, I could set my VPN to South Korea if I wanted, or China. And so that if he did get my IP, it would say that I'm from China or Korea. But in reality, I'm in America, and I am not in Korea or China. That's the magic of a VPN. I personally use a VPN, but some people don't, because there are VPNs that you have to pay for and VPNs that are free. I would get a one that, oh gosh, I just got hit really hard. If I were you, I would get one that's paid for and one that you can trust. Don't get one that is free and fishy, because if you download it, then it's just fishy. So if you have a VPN, if you click on the link, let's say you're in America, but you set your VPN to Australia, it's going to say that you're in Australia, not the USA. And then he'll say that you live in Australia, but in reality, you live in USA. I have a VPN, so I am always safe on the internet. I mean, sometimes people can bypass VPNs, but it's pretty dang hard. What I recommend doing is if you're on the younger side, then turn your turn your what's it called? Your notifications, sorry, not notifications, your messages on all your social medias off. I mean, if you are on the younger side, then don't use social media. But if you are on the younger side and you do use social media, if you're like 12 to 16, I think that's like the basic ages where, I mean, you shouldn't have like any social medias if you're under 13. I think that's obvious. So, also, just go cut off your messages. Cut off your messages so that nobody can message you. Because if you do, like, I would recommend not responding to them if they send you a message. Because if you do respond, then that's just a don't. That is just a don't play. Don't do it. So, get a VPN. Don't click on any links. Don't respond. If you get a message from anybody like Jonathan Galindo, the real Jonathan Galindo is arrested. But if you get a message from him, like saying, "Hey, do you want to play a game?" That's the first indication that you need to block him. If you don't, you could be in potential danger. But as I said, even if he does have your IP address somehow, then it only tells your area, unless your actual address is public on the internet, which it shouldn't be. If it is, I would recommend moving. If you have a VPN and they bypass that, which is like basically impossible, I would recommend moving to like a different state or something, depending on if you live in the USA or what. So that's basically all I need to cover. Don't click on any links. Use a VPN. Don't respond. Block them. Turn your messages off. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If this video helps you in any way to stay safe from the Blue Whale Challenge. Oh, I forgot to even explain what the Blue Whale Challenge is. The Blue Whale Challenge, it's a 50-day suicide game. On the first day, it'll say, like, wake up early in the morning or, like, watch a scary movie. And then, like, as the days go, it gets more harmful, like, carve a whale into your arm and leg. And at the end, day 50, it demands you to take your own life. So, if you do respond, that's what the game is. If it seems harmless at first, it's going to get a lot more harmful. Do not click on any links, because that's the only way they can get your IP address. And please stay safe on the internet, because the internet is a dangerous place. Thank you guys so much for watching this video.